actually where I was in the back. Look at this mosquito. The good thing is that the mosquitoes here, I don't know, they don't give you malaria, but I remember in Ghana, I've had malaria before a couple of times. It's crazy. A lot of people die every year from malaria. I know now it's getting, it's getting better in terms of the number of people that get malaria and people that get treated. But anyway, today I'm actually on Watson House. It's right here on my left, where I showed you the pine. And it has all these trees. I remember I took a class in community college called woody plants, and they have so many trees. Some of the trees I could remember actually here. I enjoyed that class. The only thing I hated was that they would cram like 1,000 trees for us to remember. And you have to remember the Latin names of the trees for the class. And every week we'll have a test. And it's like hard to remember. I enjoyed that class. I wish it was longer and we had more time to get to know and remember a tree, because you have to know everything about the tree, the names, where it's from, and all the extra stuff. But so I had two classes. I had to take that class or another class, but that class was so horrible. I didn't want to the woody plants was like the best option. And so there are different kinds of pine. That's why I'm showing that pine. Right behind me, the big round, this thing, is also another pine tree, and they are all different. They are different kinds of pine. I remember in that class there was one particular pine that smelled exactly like tangerine. It was called Tangerica, some indica or something like that, and it was amazing because I love tangerine, I love lime. And that pine smelled exactly like that, And today I even have this pine that I stole from here. I broke like a little branch, I don't know if it's a branch or whatever, but this one, I was trying to smell it to see. Yeah, this has a smell. Some of them smell. Even the Christmas tree is also a vine, right? And I thought this pine perfume would be perfect for this time, because again, it's fall. It's getting cold. You can see me wearing my sweater. It's getting chilly. It was like 60 something today. And then there's the time where it's like Christmas is always almost close. So people are gonna cut pine, the clover. Fall. So it was fitting for this time. You can see here it has this yellow greenish look. And I got this called the name because I was really looking forward to it. When I smelled it, it probably didn't come out to what I was thinking it was, because I was thinking I was gonna get a lot of maybe lime, tangerine, leaf kind of feel. But again, I feel like this is also smells like pine, but it smells like a different kind of pine. But it didn't smell like that from the beginning. When I first smelled it, it smelled kind of soapy. It gave me this kind of soapy feel, soapy clean feel. But again, if I say soapy and clean, there are many kinds of soap and many kinds of clean and detergent. So which one am I talking about? And when I was going out, there was this soap that we used. It was called Key soap in Ghana, and at this point I was just wishing that I had it here. I could just send it to you so you could smell it and know what I'm talking about, because the opening smells like the ladder of that soap, like the ladder, when you wash the laddery, the Burberry, the laddery white stuff. That's how the opening smelled like. So the opening was just like that. It was like a detergent laddery kind of feel, and then when it dried down, it smelled. That's when I probably could pick up like a bit of maybe lime, 1% kind of lime, but then it was like sandalwood, musk, and like more musky sandalwood kind of feel in there, and that immediately reminded me of a perfume perfume oil that I reviewed a few months ago, and that was Egyptian amber, and that's how I brought it here. You know, I think it was easier if if you have smelled or have this perfume, it will be easier for me to compare and review, because some of the accords, because again you have the notes and then the accords. Some of the accords usually are similar to certain perfumes that I have reviewed or you might have, and that might give you a better image and understanding of the notes, or have a good representation of the smell. So that's why I brought it out. If you didn't watch the review of Egyptian amber that I did a wonderful review a few months ago. The link is below this video, and you could watch it, or you could also get it from the website ScentHack.com. I'll send it to you. But there are some differences, So the dry down of pine was like Egyptian amber. Again, Egyptian amber, just to give you a good idea, it's like lime, musk, sandalwood kind of mist. To me, it smells very similar. Egyptian amber smells very similar to acrylic paint. If you do painting, if you do art, or if you smell art and paint, Egyptian amber smells like that. And the dry down of pine that I was getting that smelled like the Egyptian amber was more like a mellow version of this. Egyptian amber is linear, it doesn't change. When you smell it, it smells the same. It smells like that acrylic paint kind of feel. A lot of musk, sandalwood, a tiny bit of lemon, but it's like they're competing with each other. And this pine kind of changes a little bit again from the clean kind of soapy feel. And then the dry down is like Egyptian amber, but more like a mellow version of that. So that was interesting. Maybe I was kind of expecting to get a little bit of tangerine, lime, fruity, citrus feel, but this could be some kind of pine, because again, this pine that I'm smelling, it doesn't just smell like leaves. It smells. It smells some way, so I don't know, it's like many different kinds of pine. And I know, my brother, he, and my friend, he watches the video, and I know he got it, what's his name? I know he got it, and he smelled it, and he didn't feel like it's pine, and I don't know. I guess if you smell different pines, there are so many different kinds of pine. Even from the woody plants class that I was at when I took it, there were so many different kinds of pines, so many of them. So you could smell one pine, and you might expect it to smell like what the pine that you smell like, but it might not smell like that pine. That's what I'm getting. And that's what actually I'm getting from this pine. So this might be a type of pine, but it might not be like the pine that you're smelling, because again, there's so many different kinds of pine. Even I was saying the one that smelled like tangerine, this pine we took in the when we took that class smelled exactly like tangerine. And that was interesting, to me, that a pine would smell like tangerine, exactly like tangerine. So I don't know, this pine, you might like it, or you might not like it, or you might think it's just like, basic, but I don't know, it just smells like that. The notes, the top notes, you have jasmine, you have lemon, you have lavender, you might have some clove and some orange in there, and then the base, the bottom, the middle notes has grapefruit and pineapple. No, none of that in here. I didn't get any of those at all. The bottom notes, you have patchouli, you have sandalwood, you have musk, which could account for that smell. And then you have fir and you have balsam, in the middle notes. So it is an interesting perfume. You know, I would say I'll use a little bit first to have a feel for it. Again, it's at this point I would say it's a unisex perfume, but I'll use a little bit first to have a feel for it and see how it smells. Because I feel like some of you might not be comfortable wearing it to certain places. You know, so the squirrels, the squirrels are. I think it's about that time they're going crazy. Because fall they're trying to gather all their whatever they gather, but. So I'll use it and then see where I could take it, you know, because it might not. Because this one, the Egyptian Amber one I review, to me was more like a personal perfume. You know, I'll be careful where I wear it to, because it might be too strong for other people, you know. And I feel like the pine might have like kind of that feel, you know. It's kind of unique in its way, you know. Although it has some traces, some similarities to the Egyptian Amber, but it's very unique in its own way, you know. So I'll see where I'll use it. You know, maybe I'll wear it casually, you know, a few times when I'm feeling like it. You know, that's when I'll use it. You know, maybe in fall, because we are in fall now. You can see I'm wearing this sweater. It's getting chilly now, but I might use it in fall just to commemorate the occasion. You know, fall, we have clovers, we have fireplace, the leaves are falling. You need a warm place. It's not warm at all, but you need a warm place, you know. So something like that, you know. It's good on projection. It's not beastly, but it's good. You know, you could smell it. Projects decently on your skin. It also lasts decently on your skin. And again, like I said, it's unisex. You know, so you know you could try it out and see for yourself. You know, to get this perfume oil, you can get it from me. The link is below this video. You can order it. It's $5.99 and I'll personally ship it to you. You can also go to my website and get it from there, ScentHack.com. Again, the links are below this video. You can leave a comment below this video. I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Or on my website, better still, and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Please follow me on social media. Everywhere, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. But most importantly, if you're not subscribed, please subscribe below this video right here. And that's the only way you get my new videos when I come out every week, sometimes a few days apart. You know, I'm very, very passionate about this. I love perfume oils, and you know, I sell them too. You know, so yeah, so that's about that. You know, let me know what you think, what you got from it. Finally, I do make a blog post or a blog post of this review on my website, ScentHack. You know, so if you missed anything, you can go on my website, ScentHack, and you could catch up. You could get the notes breakdown, have the notes there. You could read about it. If you missed anything on the video, or for some reason you cannot watch the video and you want to catch up on there as well. So take care, and until next time.